Hi everyone, we are back with another tutorial. Previously we discussed how you can practice drawing portraits, and this is the second video in the portrait series. In this video, you will be able to focusing on drawing eyes. After watching this video, not only will you able to draw attractive realistic eyes, but you will be also able to draw from your imagination. Let's take a look at the structure of the eyes. We have eyeball consisting of iris, pupil and sclera. Most artists think that the eyeball is completely spherical, but that's not true. It has protective layer that protrudes slightly outward, giving it an oval shape. On the back, we have optic nerve, which is totally useless for artists. Over the eyes, we have eyelids, upper eyelids and lower eyelids. These eyelids wrap all around the eyeball. To remember this, think of it like a sperm wearing a gladiator helmet. Upper eyelids have some thickness. When light comes from above, the upper eyelids show highlights on the top. The upper eyelids stick further to protect what's underneath. While drawing eyes, we will use 3 planes for upper eyelids, 2 side planes, 1 middle plane. For the lower eyelids, it has 2 planes. This plane gonna help us to understand and simplify it in a 3D form. Now that we understand the structure of eyes, let's draw an eye step by step. I always prefer to start with line drawing, a bigger shape, and then breaking it down into smaller ones. I draw the basic shape for the eye socket and then draw a vertical line from the middle. I am drawing basic cone for nodes and then 2 eyeballs on the both side. Now I have a basic foundational shape for the eye. I am erasing 70%. You can also lower down the opacity and add a new layer over it. Then I start with drawing the angle of the eyebrows, then it goes down with the eye socket. Then I draw a plane of the eyes, starting by drawing 4 depth lines on the both sides. Joining this line from both sides, we already have upper eyelids and 2 lines for the lower eyelids. We can see on the upper side, we have 3 planes. For eyebrow, I am drawing a rectangle and a triangle on the corner. Then 3 lines for the top eyelids which wrap around the eyeball. Then we have a tear duct on both sides, lower eyelid and iris. Always draw both eyes at the same time, don't just focus on one eye. In the final step, I will focusing on line weight and values. I start with thick and dark lines for the upper eyelids, though the top lids have a shadow underneath. Then iris. And for eyebrow, start with the hair in the upward direction and then it goes toward the corner of the eyebrows. I am drawing a thin line for the lower eyelids. Okay, we are almost done. It's time to add value for the eyebrow and iris. I am adding medium dark values. And the pupil is darker compared to the iris. For highlight, I am using light value and we have front view of the eyes. For 3/4 view, I am again starting with the basic shape of the eye socket. Draw a vertical line, then draw the nodes which separate these 2 eyes. Then draw eyeball on each side. Okay, we have our basic shape. Lower the opacity down to 70%. Then separate these 2 eye areas. Then we have depth line 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then 3 lines for the upper eyelids which wrap around the eyeball. Let's create very important 3 planes of the upper eyelids. Also, these 3 planes are not actually straight but curved. Okay, here is the trick to check the placing of our eye by drawing the horizontal line which helps me to correct our mistake. and two line for the lower eyelids. Then upper plane for the eyelids, which also goes the same way with planes wrap around the ball. Then draw the iris on the both side and eyebrow. Then we have a line art. I'm speeding up this section, though I already explained it in the previous section. Then we have a profile view. Again start with the basic shape of the eye socket, nose area and eyeball. Draw the eyebrow area. Then draw depth line, which show three planes. Starting with upper eyelid, draw a curved line which goes all the back till this curve is combination of two planes. Then draw the straight line that goes down like this. Then oval for iris. For the lower eyelid, I am drawing a curve shape which goes all the way back and attached to the upper eyelid. For the eyebrow, draw a rectangle and then a triangle on the corner. We have our eyebrow. Let's clean up this eye. Okay, this is our profile view of the eye. Here are some extra tips for the beginners. As we know, these eyelids are always wrapped around the eyeball, so if our character is looking up, then we have a curve for the upper eyelids, a straight line for the lower eyelids. And if the character is looking down, then we have a curve for the lower eyelids and the straight line for the upper eyelids. Next tip is that our eyelids have some volume. Think about the basic shape while drawing the eyes. Whenever you draw 3/4 view of the eyes, you will not see the last corner of the eyes. Instead, you will see the bottom plane of the upper eyelids. But what if you want to draw anime? Do these rules still apply to anime also? Yes. Mangaka and animators know their stuff. If you look closely, these are just exaggerated shapes. But all the fundamentals we learn are there. They just have enough experience that goes into their mind. Alright, let's draw the stylized eye using a pretty standard almond shape, commonly seen in lots of anime. Here I'll start again with the basic shape of the eye. Then separate both eyes with the plane by drawing the planes. Next the rough line art goes over it, followed by the eyebrow and eyelashes. I am using thick and dark line for the upper eyelash, like some sort of mascara or eyeliner. Now I will proceed with the final sketch. Then for the fun part, filling in the flat color under the sketch line. Next drawing eyelashes. For shadows, I'll add a multiply layer over the flat color. Here I am using soft brush for the soft shadow and the hard brush for the hard shadows. This will give a depth to our eyes. Lastly, we add highlight on the iris and some small details like the tear duct and the redness on the sclera. A blush on the nose, and there we are done. So we have a nice looking stylized eye, and this is how I draw eyes. I hope this video helps you to kickstart your journey in drawing eyes. Don't forget to hit and subscribe button for the more videos like this. Do like and comment if you have any doubts. See you in the next video.